So, my name is Ben Hur, and I'm here with
Bill?
Bill. And Bill is an aspiring writer, is that correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
Speak up just a little bit.
Yeah. Absolutely. Aspiring writer.
So, Bill, met you on the side of Cheshire Bridge with a really cool sign that said, what did it say?
Hungry writer.
Hungry Writer.
Yeah.
How did you end up where you are today?
I don't know, just my inability to, follow through with sorry about that. I don't know, I've done a lot. I lost track of all my primary goals, like paying rent, stuff like that. I'd rather do drugs and drink and, stay up late and just, I don't like keeping schedules with, punching the clock. I'm not all that, down and out. I do have a trust.
Okay.
So like every quarter I get some money and it's enough to keep me going.
That's
but
cool.
It's not enough to break me out of the cycle or, get me a new condo or anything like that. So it buys me freedom and kind of happy with it. It's not something, I don't know, society, they've we've all been taught, different things and like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. It's kind of like religion, this is what you're supposed to do. I mean, that's great for everybody, I feel. It gives our society structure. People follow certain rules and they obey. And, it helps everybody get along with each other. If everybody was atheist, I don't think a lot of people would handle it. And there'd be a lot of chaos and a lot of disorder. So we need religion and we need atheism. And I guess my atheism got me here. My failure to conform to freedom, basically.
Do you believe in anything?
Not really.
Okay.
I believe there's an energy. We're all part of that energy, or we are in energy. Something beyond our comprehension. And when this body dies, that energy moves on somewhere to something. I doubt it's a god or a deity or anything we could imagine. It's like they thought the earth was flat, and if you thought otherwise back then, you were, handled in a certain way. So I think we're at that point where we're still trying to explain stuff to ourselves that we don't understand. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I refer to myself as a spiritual atheist, and I believe very similar as far as the energy and moving forward. And I actually think it's really cool because, the molecules and energy that compose you right now, once our sun goes supernova, will be shot through the furthest distance of our galaxy.
Exactly.
To become almost anything, and that's amazing to me. But I understand you're on the way to Florida. What inspired that trip?
I was actually born and raised in Miami. I love the Keys. I love the beaches. I've always been a water baby, and it's drawing me back. I originally moved up to Atlanta to get married, and after living with the woman for about 2 years. We realized that maybe not get married. So we split up, and I've been, you know, I did a little work here in Atlanta with precious metals and loose diamonds and luxury watches. Had my own business for about a year and a half. And that didn't pan out like I expected it. I was doing real well, and all of these little stores, We Buy Gold, popped up everywhere in Atlanta. They had the guys on the side of the road with the arrows and the dollar suits on, the green money suits, and that was pretty much what I was doing at the time. I was buying gold at, what I could talk them into, and then taking it to a refinery and getting 98%. And I was making a pretty good profit. And then in between runs, I was flipping Rolexes and stuff like that, buying them at dealer prices, selling them to other merchants, other buyers. And that just got to be too much of a hustle, with all the stores that opened up. So I started doing my own thing and just, a lot of drinking, some drugs, and I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's just pulling me back. Florida, I want to be on the docks. I want to smell the salt water again. I want to see the little crabs running along the beach.
Is there anything you regret?
As far as
life choices, mistakes, do-overs? Or are you happy with where you're going?
I've asked myself that question, and I don't really think I regret anything. I might have like some personal regrets, like how I treated this person or how I dealt with that situation. Nothing major that I can think of. I mean,
is there any advice you would offer to someone young or just starting out? Or if you could say something for the world to hear, what would your message be?
Go with your gut instinct. 95% of the time you're right. When you start second guessing yourself, that's when you get messed up. Follow your heart, man. Do what makes you happy. Don't try to make other people happy, because that's never gonna happen. And as much as we all like to think money's not the answer to all our problems, it helps with decision making, but don't let money be your main issue, your desire, that what compels you. If you're doing something just to make money, you're not going to be happy. It's like writing. I've always known I wanted to write.
And what are your goals as a writer?
To write a book and make a lot of money.
Amen.
So I can make better decisions or easier decisions. But yes, you don't listen to my advice. I go against my own advice. I'd like to put together a book, something along the lines of memoirs. I don't know if it's going to be exciting enough to call an adventure, but an excursion, my travels, but something, that people can digest and accept and walk away with, oh, that was pretty cool, you know. Even if it's not the greatest literary piece, you know, somebody's going to take something away from it. A little bit of knowledge, a good laugh, maybe, I don't know. But, yeah.
Cool. Is there anything you want to say in closing?
Not that I can think of. It's been a pleasure meeting you, though.
Absolutely.
I mean, this gives me motivation to start, you know, get off my ass and actually follow through with things I've been doing. So,
Well, cool,
yeah.
Bill. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem, Ben. Thank you.